a 5-year-old boy watches his divorced parents struggle to give him and his sister a good life. Spanning the course of 12 years, we watch him grow from a boy to a man. From good times to hard times, the epic story of one family is chronicled in Boyhood.
Hi, I'm Salim, and I'm here with Aaron and Kevin. We're here to discuss the new Richard Linklater movie, Boyhood. We've all just seen it. Kevin, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Me too.
You know, it's a movie that's like 3 hours long. You think, and it's just about this family, and nothing elaborate happens. There's no, sudden like deaths or like car accidents, which I kept on waiting for. I'm like, where is it coming?
I did too.
And it doesn't happen, but that doesn't make it boring. And it's so fascinating when we have movies like Transformers 4 that's exactly the same amount of time.
Right.
And that one bore the crap out of me. But this is just so good. And, having them span 12 years, making this over a 12-year span of time is just fascinating to watch. I mean, that alone, just watching the people age, the hairstyles change, the music change, just this family grow, it was just fascinating.
That's the best part of it. I think, for people who, most people when they see it are going to figure it out if they don't already know that it is filmed for about a month over a period of 12 years. And that's what makes it so amazing. That and the fact that Richard Linklater, the writer-director, spoke to all of these actors and actresses and asked what was going on in their lives to write the script in order to make this movie. So that's why it feels so real, because it is.
When I first heard about it, I was like, are they just going to take like one day from each year? Like, how is that going to be interesting? And what I liked is that they took flashes of time that I think we don't even really remember, or maybe we do remember. When we look back on our lives, we remember these kind of random incidents that don't seem like they're really that important, but were kind of big deals. And that's what this movie kind of shows us.
Yeah, it's life. Yeah. Life isn't huge ups and downs and dramatic moments where people die or, get in car accidents or whatever, which we were all waiting for because it's a movie, but
like every single scene that there could have been any danger.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's going to lose his arm.
Right.
And that goes to show you, though, that we cared about them because we were like, please don't let anything bad happen to them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like when they're playing with the saw blade. I'm like, oh, God. I was like, okay, this is when it's going to happen. Someone's going to fall into the saw blade and die. It's just funny that we've been conditioned because of how many movies we've seen to expect that. And it's nice to have a little reprieve from that, to just watch life unfold, to see characters or real people go through journeys, to have realistic dialogue and stellar direction from Linklater. He has almost a Terrence Malick-esque quality to the way that he shoots the film. Obviously, there's a little bit more talking than some of the more recent Malick films.
A lot more.
It did remind me of Tree of Life in a way, though.
Yeah.
Because it was still trying to show, like, boyhood, actually, and how these people evolved. So it did I kept on thinking about that movie when I was watching this.
And it's also an amazing snapshot of our recent history.
Yes, it's like a slice of life film.
It's almost like a time capsule.
Yeah.
And using music. I want you to talk about it.
Yeah,
I
was gonna. No, one of my favorite parts about the movie is the fact that as the years go by, there is music that is time appropriate that came out that year that's being played as part of the diegetic music and all the score and the soundtrack. And you can really notice the difference in time, even though there isn't, a little title card or a lower thirds or a subtitle that tells you we're in 2005 now, we're in 2006 now. You just know. You see it in the characters and the actors, but then you can feel it in the environment.
Well, and what's so crazy is that, and this is different from any movie that you've seen, every single time period that they're filming is actually when they filmed it.
Right.
It's not them remembering this time period.
Yeah.
It's actually, no, this is what's happening right now.
So the production design was just life.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Get your sister!
Everyone changes a lot in the way that they look, but what's incredible is that they feel like the same people.
Same characters.
The whole time. And they shot it over 12 years, so the fact that they were able to maintain that realism with their characters is another reason why it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, like, take for example, Ethan Hawke. He plays kind of the absent father. He wants to be the cool dad, but he also wants to do his own thing. And what's great is seeing his character progress, getting to the point where, after 10 years, he's got a mustache.
And he's driving a minivan.
Driving a minivan. And it's wonderful because you feel like, I know this person. I've been watching for 2.5 hours a real person, and I'm happy that he's finally got his stuff together.
He's hit or miss with me, and I really liked him in this. And I didn't really think about Patricia Arquette as much until I left. And then it just stayed with me because she was raising the kids.
Yeah.
And she was trying to balance her needs and wants with what the kids needed to do, and she was doing a good job and sometimes failing, and I just really liked the nuances she brought to each time period.
This movie, I wanted to get a massive amount of attention because I see it kind of how I saw Gravity last year. You know, obviously they're very different films, but in terms of directorial feat, in terms of directorial accomplishment, I see that in the same realm. Now, I don't see people going out and wanting to make 12-year-long movies, but I see that people are going to appreciate and recognize that this was successful.
Boyhood is a masterpiece. It's a one-of-a-kind film experience, and it should be seen by everyone immediately.
Boyhood, without a doubt, is my favorite movie of the entire year. It needs to win an Oscar. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Definitely see it.
Boyhood isn't just a film experiment gone right. It's a heartbreaking, gratifying, and meditative look at how we experience life. See it.
Cheers!
To Boyhood.
And Richard Linklater.
To growing up.
Hi, I'm Salim, and I'm here with Aaron and... All right, I'm doing...
Kevin.
Aaron and...